Perfect. 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 What is going on, everybody? I go by RB, and this is Philly Take with RB. You guys know what to do. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. Hit the subscribe if you're new, and ding that notification bell so you're instantly notified whenever I upload or go live. Today, we are back with the Philadelphia 76ers, the team that actually gives me hope and life right now. And, hey, a couple days ago, we reacted to Ben Simmons' press conference. A lot of people liked it, so I figured, hey, why not? Let's go ahead and react to Joel Embiid's press conference, and he spoke after Ben Simmons. We just didn't get around to it the other day. Today, we're going to react to that. Before we get into that, though, we have a couple acts of business to take care of. Number one, if you guys saw my community post, Doc Rivers gave a rebuttal towards Paul George, who was throwing shade at Doc, saying that they did not adjust this past season in the playoff series where they blew a 3-1 lead. Doc Rivers came out and said, hey, listen, I enjoyed coaching them, so not a lot to say there. Ty Lue was sitting right next to me, though, so we better hope it's not adjustments, because it's not going to be much different. Listen, we lost the game. I think everybody needs to take ownership. That's a positive to hear. Obviously, we can do better. Players can play better. As far as I'm concerned, I'll leave it there. Doc Rivers, baby, let him know. Give it to him, Doc. That's what I'm talking about. Again, we talked about this before. I don't care. All right, Paul George, accountability and adjustments can't take away the fact that you hit the side of the backboard and shot 3 for 18. You stink. They traded 4 first-rounders for you. Guess what? You didn't play good enough. So I don't want to hear it, but hey, one up to Doc, man. In addition to that, Doc Rivers has been speaking highly of his players. Ben Simmons is apparently on a tear right now. Today in practice was doing amazing. According to Doc Rivers, he says Ben Simmons is just being a terror and playing, not about position, not overthinking things. He says Ben Simmons has had an off-the-charts practice today. All good things, man. I think Ben Simmons is going to take a big step. And he said Ben is clearly our facilitator. So I would get the idea that Ben's probably going to play the one a lot. Ben is special. I love everything I'm hearing, man. This team is making me very, very intrigued and excited. And the last act of business that we got to talk about is not positive, okay? No pun intended. But Tyrese Maxey and Mike Scott have tested positive after getting their results back. And this is not good to hear. This is the one thing that I'm scared of. The cases are going up. I don't want the season to be, on a hold. I don't want to go back to the bubble, all that stuff. So we're going to see how this plays out. Tyrese Maxey is apparently okay, and so is Mike Scott. Maxey should be back soon, which is good for him because I think as a rookie, he needs to get as much time as possible. We're already on a limited camp. I hope these guys get back in and get into the flow of things, and we're expecting Maxey to have a good year, so we'll see what happens. But hey, enough of the chatter. Let's go ahead and listen to Joel Trowell do a 180 and Embiid talk about this team. I'm sure he's going to get some similar questions, so hey, I can't wait.
Curious about how the vibes are in the facility right now. I know that you guys can't all work out together, but Ben and Tobias have expressed that it feels like everybody's motivated and it feels like you guys have something to prove. So where are you at on that?
Bro, what? Everybody has something to prove. There we go. I'm like, yo, is this really this low? Like, they're probably gonna try. They're probably gonna try to be adjusting his audio, but like, come on, man. Like, I tried to perfect the audio the best as possible.
All right, new season, new roster, new coach under Doc Rivers instead of Brett.
That's good, man.
What are you really kind of looking forward to with this team, trying to get rid of last season and forget about last season, moving forward with this roster with guys like Seth Curry and Danny Green and Doc as the coach?
Well, first, those guys that were my guys. So, it's kind of new for me. Just working under one person for 6 years, and then so it's a new thing for me. But it's been going great. Been meeting with coach a lot, just to talk about what we could do as a group and what our job is. So it's been different, but it's been great so far.
Says he's been meeting a lot. I've been hearing that him and Ben Simmons have been meeting with Doc Rivers separately. You know, those two really trying to figure out the identity of this team. And you know what? Joel Embiid, I'm not going to say he's going to throw shade on Brett, but he kind of just said, you know, we got to figure out what our job is. So let's see how it works out, man.
Have you kind of been able to talk to the new guys at all, like Seth or even the rookies like Tyrese? Have been able to talk to these guys just yet? I know everything's kind of individual right now.
Oh yeah, I mean we still able to get in, and you know when it's kind of sort of a group, you know, kind of work together. Obviously Tyrese not here yet, but Seth.
There you go.
You know all the other new guys. You know, I've been able to talk to them just to like kind of see what they feel comfortable with, especially when it comes to playing. How they can fit me.
Seth and Joe are just going to be such a lethal combination. It's going to be perfect. First time that we'll see beauty since JJ left.
So the front office,
Dang, this guy's loud.
Process of reshaping this roster. How involved were you with those conversations?
Ooh, good question though.
I mean, the only thing I really just told them, you know, I never like to put the blame on anybody. I always think we start at the top, and you know, being here for a long time, you know, I gotta do better. I always gotta do better. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter if I score 40. If we lose, I still feel like I could have gotten 50, and we could have won the game if I had done something better. So
Hey, man, so kind of a different approach here. In terms of Ben Simmons, he came out and said, you know, we weren't held accountable enough. We didn't do this. We didn't do that. Joel Embiid's coming out here and being classy, saying, you know what? I'm not going to point a finger at anybody. You know, I got to do better. I wish I could score 10 more points a game, etc. Kind of a different approach, but I think these two are going to be vocal leaders this year. Oh, and by the way, again, I might have to cut some of this out because it is 25 minutes long, and I'm not trying to bore everyone to death. If there's questions that aren't really important to this team or this year, or just, you know, just regular questions, I might have to cut them out, but we'll see what happens, man.
you know, I'm always gonna take the blame, but then again, I felt like we didn't have what we needed, especially when it comes to shooting. Because nowadays, the NBA, you gotta be able to shoot the ball. You gotta be able to space the floor. It's hard to play, you know, just inside out all the time.
Wow. So, you know, Big, why are you talking so fast, man? Why? I just came out here and said he's being classy. He's not throwing anyone under the bus. And Joel, the Joel Embiid, comes out and proves me wrong. He said, we just didn't have what we needed. Well, we all knew, right? We didn't have the shooting. He said it starts at the top. We didn't have the guys that we need in the NBA, in the modern day NBA. You got to be able to knock down, baby. And we didn't have that. We had Al Horford as our corner three-point specialist. All right, Joe, let me hear it.
I lead the league in post up. I led it last year or the past 2 years. But people still, you know, want me to post up more. Like, that's understandable. But then again, you gotta find a balance in between making sure everybody's involved and then also giving me the ball. So, and then you also got to mix your game. If I spend a lot of time on the block on game, they're not going to respect my outside game. And I also need to do that to be able to space the floor and also give my teammates some space. So
Damn right, Joe.
I think you just got to find the balance. And what I told them was just like, we just need more shooting. I mean, that was apparent.
It was apparent.
Joel, it was asked to, Ben Simmons was asked earlier this morning about the chemistry between you and him and how you guys are working on it and if you're hanging out more off the court. And he joked very sarcastically that, yeah, he was moving in with you next month. So how are you guys working on chemistry? I assume that is not true, given that you have a newborn.
By the way, for the people that actually believed Ben Simmons, like, oh, he's moving in, he was joking. Come on, man. She just mentioned Joel has a new kid. Joel has his first son. And come on. He's got to be a father first. You think he wants to spend time with Ben Simmons instead of raising his kid? Come on now. People took that way too literally. Ben was joking. He was joking. Their relationship will be fine. Ben talked about it. It'll continue to grow. They're going to do their thing. Let's calm down. We got 2 stars here.
Yeah, I mean, we can't hang out off the court. I got a newborn, I got a family to take care of, and trying to stay safe. I don't want to get divided, and I don't want to do this to anybody. So, I'm gonna do the same thing that I've always done, and it's just to make sure I always.
Yeah, Joe doesn't hang with anyone.
On the court, if you're looking at 2 years ago, when we had a lot of spacing and we were able to dominate together, that was just the way to go. And last year was just different because we didn't have, that wasn't the same as we've always
Nope.
had, to be able to do the same things that we've been doing for the past couple of years. But I think our relationship is great. We've been definitely way closer even on the court. Just you gotta walk out. We walking out together as a group. We gotta play 2-on-2. I want him on my team. And,
These 2 are just going to be fine. Like he said,
just going from there. But I think
we're going to recreate our 2017 kind of version. I'm telling you. That's why I made the video about it.
I'm really disappointed because I didn't get the respect that I deserve. But by doing that, you got to be able to win. So that's where it starts.
Damn right. And you'll never get the respect you deserve, but just know we support you, my guy.
Because at the end of the day, when you win, everybody else wins. I think that's the thing I've learned. Since I got to the league. That's the best thing that I've learned since I got to the league. Like, it's not about just me. It's about the team, because if I make these guys better and they make me better and we're all winning together, then everybody wins. Everybody gets contract. Everybody gets awards and all that stuff. So,
Winning solves problems, my guy. Come on, ask something about Brett
You
Brown.
mentioned those lineups you guys had a couple years ago when you guys had a lot of success with shooting around you. Those are lineups that Daryl has specifically referenced a lot over the past few weeks and trying to get back to that kind of
Worry the
style.
God.
With the team you guys have now, it seems like that's been able to happen. Do you think it's fair to expect the same level of success you guys had back then with this current group in terms of the amount of success you and Ben had on the court together?
I mean, we should expect it, but then again, we got a lot of new guys around, so I think he's gonna take a little bit of time to, and we don't have enough practice time and try to get together and actually walk through some stuff and play a lot of 5-on-5 before we actually start. So I would expect the same from someone like Steph. But it's gonna take time. I gotta find the stances. I've just been watching a lot of tapes, just trying to figure it out. I can help him, and also I can, talk to him and tell him how he can help me. But it's gonna take a little bit of time, but we're gonna be fine.
Hey, I think that's complete honesty from Joel Embiid right there. I agree. I think Seth is going to have a great year. I think this team is situation. I think it puts him in the position to have the best year of his career. But Joe's being completely honest, just like Doc's been, just like Ben's been. It's going to take some time. We might, not start out as hot as we think we are, but it's not our fault. We got to get in that rhythm. We have a lot of new faces, like Joe said, but once we catch that fire, once we lock in to each other and understand who needs what in what situation and really get that down packed, I think this team can be dangerous, and then we can assess what we need from there. Just because they're at this stage in their career, I want to see them take that next level. I'm not even just talking about on the court. I'm talking about in terms of leadership. This is where guys like Joel and Ben start to say, this is our team. We must speak up. We must be the guys in charge and really set the standard for everyone else. So I'm looking for that in terms of work ethic, how they attack each night on the court, how they play together, their relationship, all that stuff. I can't wait to see how it goes, man.
This is the first time we've had a chance to talk to you since Brett was let go and since Doc was brought in. Obviously, with Brett for a long time. What were your thoughts on that decision, and what things do you...
Let's see what he says.
This is the business. I love Coach. Like I mentioned earlier, I've been here. He was here before me, and then I've been here. So, and at one point, I felt probably 2 years ago I thought I was gonna have one coach for the rest of my career. Obviously,
Oh, stop it.
But he knows, I care about him a lot. And I've always done it, and I'm still gonna do it. But adding that coach Rivers is, I think it was also good. I give a lot of credit to the owners and EB that went out and then they made a lot of adjustments and that brought in a few guys. Daryl, one of probably the best in the business.
Show him some love, Joe.
So, that did a great job, and having a new coach and Coach Rivers, I think it's going to be great. We've been talking a lot, trying to figure it out. I can best help as a leader, and so we go from there.
Hey, so as you can see, again, Joe staying classy. Look, he liked Brett as a person. I'm sure we all liked Brett. I mean, he was a nice guy, but he just wasn't that basketball coach. And Ben had a different approach. I don't think Ben liked Brett Brown at all, even as a person. I mean, they just did not really have any chemistry or coalition or anything. Like, Ben Simmons just came out and said we weren't accountable enough. Joel Embiid saying it's a business, putting it nicely. But he enjoyed Brett Brown. He cares about him. So, different approach here. But again, like he said, Daryl, one of the best in the business. Doc, one of the best in the business. And then you got your owners who have to adjust. He said the owners made adjustments. That's about taking their own 2 cents out of it. And I agree.
Hey, Joel. This offseason, the team obviously is bringing in Dwight Howard. He's talked a lot about how he wants to help you and kind of mentor you along the way. Do you see, first of all, what have the conversations kind of been like between you and him? And then do you see parallels with him because of how good, at one time he was arguably the best center in the league, and now you're kind of in a similar spot?
He's a future Hall of Famer. So just having a future Hall of Famer and kind of like in a weird way, another big
take your game or your situations and things to the next level. It takes a next level to get there.
Losing to the Raptors, as everybody saw, was really tough. And I thought we had the team to do it. And
we did. We just didn't have the coach.
And we eventually lost to the champs that year. It was very tough. And then last year, having another step back and not having Ben was tough because I thought, just playing the regular season against Boston, we had a huge advantage. And the guy that killed us a lot was Jason, and Ben did a great job on it during the regular season. So that would have been a plus we had. Just having.
To be honest, I'm not even that mad anymore about the Boston series because, I hate the Celtics, but at the same time, that needed to happen for change to happen. And now that the change has happened and we see what happened, we got 2 of the best in the business and a new staff and everything, just great major changes. And meanwhile, Boston's kind of struggling to see what they're doing. I mean, they had a good draft, but they have a lot of question marks right now as well, in terms of Kemba Walker and things like that. So I'm actually not that mad about it anymore. It was a weird season, and, we did what we could.
Make it. We think we can make it, and that's what we're getting ready to. We think we can win an NBA championship this year with this roster. So going back to...
There it is. I knew it was coming. He's trying to be nice. He's trying to be classy. But Joe just threw, a little shoulder at the man named Brett Brown, right? I mean, he said, sometimes we didn't know what to do. Hey, Joe, why do you think that the half-court game wasn't effective? Oh, I don't know. Because you got Ben Simmons, Tobias, and then you got Al and Joe in the paint together. And a guy named Brett Brown is so stubborn that he doesn't want to change anything. He doesn't want to change anything. He wants to justify a terrible contract. I mean, even when something else works, we throw Shake Milton out there, it works. What do? We revert back to it. The guy was stubborn. He didn't know basketball. And you know what? The fact that Ben and Joe were able to play so well under Brett Brown gives me a lot of hope and excitement. And a lot of people are going to see just how well these two can play together. honestly, under a guy like Doc Rivers. I can't wait, man. He threw a little shot there, but hey, I love the championship talk. So we're ready for a championship. We're not looking at first round exits anymore. We're looking to go deep into the playoffs. This is the time. The window is going to open up.
And I just want to play for one team for the rest of my career, and this is where I want to be. And I want to be able to also make it happen. And we want the city and the fans for the trust that they had in me, especially after missing 2 years and everything that I've been through, losing my brother, and then also starting a family here. My son was born in Philly, so that's why I want to win so bad, and I want to just reward the fans and for the trust that they've had in this process.
The trust that we had in the process, baby. Hey, Joel doubling down on it again, saying, you know what? I want to be here for the rest of my career. This is where I want to win. We appreciate you, Joe. We appreciate guys like you.
You generally have not run a lot of pick and rolls in your career, and as you said, have been really effective as a half-court post-up player. So what do you think of those adjustments in the playing style?
I think we can mix it both, for sure. Especially when you think about the game.
Joel Embiid has to be smarter passing out of double teams. I saw a glimpse of that in the playoffs, and I want to see it extended upon. But, hey, man, that has been our press conference. Joel Embiid talking to the media. Not as flashy in terms of the answers as Ben Simmons. Not a lot of eye-opening things. Just really talking about leadership and about accountability, kind of in the sense of Doc Rivers, like he's going to put us in positions where we need to be. Us players got to get better. I got to get in better shape. I got to improve from every level. This team is going to be special, especially in the next couple years. I cannot wait. You guys let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments section. Philly Unite, baby. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're only a couple weeks away. With that being said, I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Perfect.